With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello students, the question given is malonate is inhibited by succinate dehydrogenase. This is a type of non-competitive inhibition, competitive inhibition, negative feedback or allosteric inhibition. Now here succinate dehydrogenase is an enzyme and we know that enzymes are biological catalysts. They are used in a reaction to speed up the reaction. Now, the substrate on which this succinate dehydrogenase act, it is known as succinate. And here, the compound malonate, this is structurally very similar to this succinate. So, what happens is, this malonate, it inhibits this succinate by doing competitive inhibition. So, here, the malonate, it prevents the action of the enzyme on this succinate because they are structurally similar. So these malonate, they prevent the succinate dehydrogenase to perform the catalytic action. And how they do that? They do that by competitive inhibition. Competitive inhibition meaning that here both the enzyme and the malonate, they are competing for the same active site. So since there is only one active site, so when malonate, it sits on the active site, then the enzyme's action to on the substrate to catalyze this substrate, it is lost. So this example, this malonate is inhibited by succinate dehydrogenase. This is a type of competitive inhibition where two compounds, they are competing for one single active site. So if we see our options, the non-competitive inhibition is a wrong option because in non-competitive inhibition, what happens? The activity of the enzyme is reduced and here the inhibitor, for example, here in competitive inhibition, the inhibitor is malonate. In non-competitive inhibition, the inhibitor, it can bind to both the enzyme and the substrate. And thus, since it can bind to both enzyme and substrate, the activity of the enzyme is reduced, but there is no competition for the active site. So thus, this is known as non-competitive inhibition and this is not seen here. So this is a wrong option. Competitive inhibition is the right option here. Negative feedback is another type of enzymatic reaction where a product, when it is formed at the end, the product, it influences an enzyme and it reduces the activity of an enzyme. So here the relation is between the product and the enzyme, which reduces the catalytic activity of the enzyme. So this is also a wrong option. And allosteric inhibition is a type of non-competitive inhibition. In this type of inhibition, there are more than one active site present and the inhibitor, it sits in a site which is not the active site. So since more than one site is present, so at the active site the enzyme is present, but in another site this alloster, this inhibitor is present which inhibits this enzymatic action. So these are the wrong options and the right option for this question is malonate. Inhibiting succinate dehydrogenase is an example of competitive inhibition. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.